Hello and welcome to NBC 10 News Today. I'm Kim Zicha. Hello and welcome to Lines Now. I'm Kim Zicha.
And I'm Kimberly Zicha.
The college decided to get a little artsy on campus by purchasing and displaying 4 big, colorful, sparkly balls.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Zicha reporting for Lines Television, and I'm here with Cartel. There's concern in Cherry Hill after a controversial church announces plans to protest at a high school. The Westboro Baptist Church of Topeka, Kansas says on its website, members will picket outside Cherry Hill High School East next Monday morning as students arrive. The church has made national headlines for its anti-gay and Jewish statements, and also for its protests at funerals of soldiers killed in Iraq and Afghanistan. Now, parents who have contacted NBC 10 say they believe Cherry Hill's Jewish population has caused them to be targeted. They are planning to be there Monday morning to support their children.
We can't ignore that they're trying to come into our town and upset our children and spread their hatred, because that's what it is. It's hatred. It is not what God wills for this world, is not the stuff that they are speaking.
Parents tell us school officials and police have been notified about the planned protest Monday. Newport, Delaware police need your help to find a missing 15-year-old girl. Yasmin Mendiola was last seen at 6 a.m. Monday when she was supposed to be going to school. Police say she never got there. Yesterday, her mother got a phone call saying she would never see her daughter again and that she was being taken to Toronto, Canada. If you have any information about Yasmin, call Newport Police.
Spring semester is a crucial semester for graduating seniors who hope to land a job in time for graduation. Many seniors were found at the tables of many organizations hoping to leave a lasting impression.
I think you get more comfortable when you're networking, when you do it more and more, because I think it's difficult initially just to introduce yourself, maintain eye contact, do a little research beforehand. So that practice is only going to help you develop your own professional style. So we highly recommend that you do that.
This is the second job and internship fair at the college for the 2009-2010 school year. Even though this one was held in the spring semester, what makes it so different from the ones held a few months ago during the fall semester?
There are many returning participants, but there's also some brand new participants that come in. Also in the fall, that's the favorite time to recruit for internships and full-time. But any opportunities that are left, and especially in these economic conditions, some of the organizations are just deciding now that they can take interns and full-time. So I would encourage students to network and get exposed to a variety of nonprofit, profit. We've even added global programs this year that have internships added to them. So I think it's a great opportunity for students to do a one-stop shopping.
More than 100 companies came out to the event, searching for potential interns or employees.
We're looking for employees who can be organized, diligent, and have a good, strong work ethic that will get the job done when it comes down to a deadline. And we just want them to just have a positive attitude when they come to work.
A few students were glad that the college offered another career fair in the spring semester.
We still get some experience kind of like talking to different employers from different companies, so that's definitely helpful for interview processes and whatnot.
I've gotten to know every internship that applies to my major and gave them my resume, so hopefully everything will be well.
Companies such as Cintas, Johnson & Johnson, Ernst & Young, Six Flags, and many others were all in attendance for the spring career fair that wrapped up the career week full of helpful seminars. Looks like another successful career fair here at the college. I'm Kimberly Zicha, reporting for Channel 17 Lines Now.
In with the new and out with the old is apparently in the mind of some male celebrities. Due to the tremendous amount of snowfall these past few weeks, the box office has found huge success. President Obama orders 30,000 more American troops to Afghanistan, saying our safety is at stake. It's been months in the making, and now it's official. In last night's primetime speech at the U.S. Military Academy, the president said his new policy was designed to, quote, bring this war to a successful conclusion. The troop buildup will begin almost immediately. The first Marines will be placed by Christmas and will cost $30 billion for the first year alone. The new troops will target the Taliban insurgency and secure the cities, but the president balanced the news with a pledge to begin withdrawing American forces in 18 months.
And it will allow us to compete in this century as successfully as we did in the last. That's why our troop commitment in Afghanistan cannot be open-ended. because the nation that I'm most interested in building is our own.
This marks the second time in his young presidency that President Obama has added to the American force in Afghanistan. When he became president last January, there were roughly 34,000 troops on the ground. There are now 71,000.
A few weeks ago, the Lions were pumped to keep their undefeated 3-0 record until one tough away game against rivals Kane University, giving them their first loss of the season. But that loss is not going to stop our Lions and their offensive line, whom and which have been on a roll this season. The offensive line is powered by many TCNJ seniors, allowing the team to break old records and set new ones, such as their third game against Morrisville State College, where the Lions broke the record in scoring the most points a Lions football team has ever scored, scoring 67 points. That's breaking the old mark of 64 points back in 1921. Another all-time TCNJ record broke in the first quarter of the game against Kane University, where senior quarterback Chris James completed his 384th pass of his career, breaking the previous TCNJ record. And in their second game of the season against FDU Florham, the TCNJ offense piled up a total of 708 yards, beating the old mark by 90 yards set in 1980. That is the most yards in a single game in program history. The Lions are led by head coach Eric Hamilton, who is proud of his team and knows the season is not over just yet. I'm sure your team was disappointed after their first loss of the season. How are you preparing them for the upcoming games over the next few weeks?
Well, it's funny you say that because you have to have a short memory. The New Jersey Athletic Conference, which we compete in, has 10 teams, which is 9 games. So once you're done one, unfortunately in football, you got to wait 7 days until you play again. In this case, 8 since we played on a Friday night. And that's a long time to think about it. So the sooner you're able to watch the film, correct your mistakes, know that the next weekend is another game coming up. And in this conference, one loss is not going to spell the end of any season. We just got to get ready to play again. And Tuesday now, after playing on Friday, we're just starting to come back off of the downer that it was. And we're starting to get refocused on the team that we have coming in, which is Brockport.
Can we count on this being the only loss of the season, or are there any more tough teams to look out for?
That's a great question. Like we said, in the New Jersey Athletic Conference, it's like the NFL. Any given week, on any given Sunday or every given Saturday, anything can happen. It's tough competition week in and week out. So I'd like to think that was our last one, but you're only as good as your last game, and we weren't good enough to win last Friday, so we have to pick it up and play better this Saturday, and then worry about the following week and then the next week. So let's worry about this coming Saturday first.
The next home game to look forward to is October 24th, homecoming weekend, where the Lions will have to perform their best in front of one of the biggest but most supportive crowds of the season. Amongst the crowds will be current students, alumni, faculty and staff, and friends and family. Good luck, boys. I'm Kim Zicha, reporting for Channel 17 Lions Now.
Well, that's all for this week's entertainment update. Stay tuned for next episode of Lions Now for more entertainment news. Back to you, ladies. That's all for Lions Now. If you have an idea for a story or would like to join LTV, please email us at ltv@tcnj.edu. Until next time, I'm Kim Zicha.
Until next time, I'm Kimberly Zicha.
I'm Kim Zicha, reporting for Channel 17 Lions Now. Back to you guys at the desk.